Keep walking, maybe looking at the stars all night. Now I'm digging.
Would you say that your lifestyle has always been a spiritual path? Or is this something that you kind of came to? Or have you been like this from the womb?
Yeah, my mother would say I was, but you know, everybody's good in their mother's. You know, I mean, I'm a nice guy, you know, whatever. But it wasn't always easy, you know. Like I was always interested in things, right? You know, even when I was a kid, I liked animals and you know, walking around looking at things, looking up in the stars and all that stuff. But no, there was a rough patch for a long time. But I've always been interested, and then I came to realize that actually, and I'll be honest with you, I don't see for me. This is just for me. There's no other way to live but this way. It's this or it's the opposite of life. And for me, that's something I just have to accept. And I think that's something, you know, acceptance is the answer. I think to all my problems today, and I think everybody's really. When you look at the world today, right? This is a new year, you know, like everybody doesn't have a great year. Maybe last year was bad for a lot of people. A lot of bad things happen, a lot of good things happen. You know, it's up to you, whatever's relative to you. Um, the way I look at it is like, um, if you read the Bible, right? If you're if you read history, you know someone had to lose a war, um, right? There had to be a blind guy for Jesus to make him see. You know, whatever you believe in doesn't matter. Did you ever ask like who lost that war or who was the leper that he had to live his entire life that way just to be healed by a master of some sort, so to speak? So the leper is just as important as, let's say, the savior. So as I live my life, I just trust God because good or bad, I just got to do what I got to do every day, and that's about spiritual living. That's my message. So when you look at it that way, you just have to accept everything. Acceptance is always easier when you don't have a choice.
What about when you do have a choice?
Well, expectations are
Are they a good thing, or do you think that they can be troubling to
well,
relationships?
acceptance equals peace. Expectations doesn't. So I mean, it's that simple.
So, I was going to ask you, you mentioned briefly what you think your message is to this world or what you think your mission is. You know, why do you think that you're here? What is your spiritual contract? What are you meant to be, or what are you meant to do on this in this life?
This, right? Only time will tell. Stay tuned.
So, Jesse, you mentioned your mission. You know, I think of you as like a common day preacher. You're always talking to people about how to find enlightenment or how you've been on this journey through many different paths
Mm-hmm.
to be where you are today. You know, we don't have to get into that, but the point is you live spirituality every day, and I think it's very important because you actually live what you preach, and that's something that we all have to work on, I think, in this new year. Do you have any do you have like a resolution for this new year? Do you have something that you want to work on? I know you mentioned wanting to work on anger and perhaps the way you deal with that.
Yes, spread truth, right? Spread truth. Um, it's like the candle. You know, the candle loses no flame by lighting a new one. That sort of thing. Like the darkness could never make the light go away if you're holding a like a candle right here, like a lighter right here. No matter how much darkness surrounds it, even the whole universe is darkness. Can't ever put that light out. But the tiniest bit of light, the tiniest little spark, the tiniest bit of light, automatically casts away darkness. So you know, if we could all do that, each and every one of us, and if we could spread it to others, you know, it's all about the you know, growth. It's all about growth. You know, spread it to others. It's not about right a master. It's not about how many students he has. It's about how many masters he makes, so that they too then can pass this on. It's all about passing it on.
Okay. So how have you passed it on? in your life, or how have you received this? Have you had mentors along the way, like in life? Not, I know you're very well read, and you've done a lot of like literature reviews, and you've sought out so many different venues for spirituality, and you've attended probably many different types of conferences and things like that. But have there been sort of people that have made you want to carry on the message?
Yeah, the people closest to you normally, and you could always, there's always people closest to you, like wherever you are, wherever your community is, whoever your family is, whoever your girlfriend is, whoever your parents are, your children, your family, just in your community is where the work needs to be done. You know, that's where it is. It's right out. It's right out your front door. It's right out all of our doors. It's everybody around us. It's like it's every day. It's like every day is what you do. It adds up.
Mm-hmm. So do you believe in the power of change, or do you believe in the possibility of change for someone who is, on sort of a dark path? Do you think that people can kind of find their way?
Yeah, 100%. Anybody can be who they want to be. Like, doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter anything, social, economic background, who you are, what you did, anything. Anybody today, it's this is it. Today's the only day, and with help, right? With assistance, with together, we. It's always a we is better than the I, and I believe in that. Everywhere.
Okay, I have an interesting question to piggyback off of that. You're talking about the we
Mm-hmm.
a lot, but I think for me, the we has mostly been women, having inspiring women around me, and most of the, I don't know if it's just a trend in my life, but most of the people who have inspired me tend to be women, or the authors I really like all tend to be women, so this is why I really wanted to bring Jessie on the show, to bring sort of that male energy or the male perspective on spirituality. So how do you think, being a man in this world, how can you be a sort of role model for other men through your wellness, through your spirituality, through your own journey? How have you, do you have past examples, or sort of a way for, I'm trying to think of the word. Do you have a way of teaching others, or teaching other men in your life, or being sort of a mentor for them?
Be an example, right? Like be an example for every person you meet, man, woman, child, especially in your household. The way like the family looks today and stuff. Be what you want. Like if you want your kids to respect each other, show the respect for your wife, right? Like love your girlfriend, your wife, whoever you are. If you live home, love your mother, love your father, so that you could show others how to love. It's only through example. No one really listens to someone trying to hit them over, like beat them.
Badger them?
Yeah, like beat them over
the honey badger.
Yeah. Right over there. No one likes anything shoved down, or a lot of people don't like authority or this or that. But people, if you're a power of an example, like if you're an example to them, they'll mimic it, and that's how you respect.
Mm-hmm.
Men want respect, right? Just like we all want love and things like that. So if you're a respectful member of your community, if you're a leader, whether it's PTA or whether it's some club, or whether it's in the work field, it's the same thing. Just be what you want, or you would want, let's say, someone to be raised up in, because guys are about like camaraderie and all this stuff. So it's about doing that, being respectful.
Okay. You mentioned something that just kind of sparked a question in me about empowering others. How have you, trying to think, like, do you find that your spirituality has like enriched other areas of your life besides relationships? Has it helped you with school, with work? Do you feel like spirituality is something that's part of you every day, or is it a private practice? You know what I mean?
Private practice. That's funny. No, it's something you have to. You can't hang your hat. You can't like be like you can't. You don't have different hats in this world. You know, you're not different things everywhere you are. You have to be solid. You have to be committed, right? No matter where you go. So you have to bring. Like spirituality is just as much as of me as this is of me. You know, it's the body. You can see it, right? The mind, whatever. But the spirituality has to be just as important. So you have to bring it everywhere you go, no matter where it's to the work, whether it's to school, whether it's to family party, this and that. Holidays just passed. You have to bring it wherever you go, and that's what this is all about. That's what it's about. It's about living this. It's about living the spirituality. It's not just like if I work out at a gym and I carry on that cardio health or that muscle health or that flexibility health or that breathing in and out, health. Just as once you do it, you carry that with you and your health actually does, it's the same way with the spirituality.
Well, mind, body, soul.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Well, in closing, because we're nearing the end of our interview, do you have any last words that you kind of want people to take home? Is there a message that you really want people to kind of think about? Is there something that you have to offer that you'd like to share with people? Or if there's ways for them to contact you, feel free to share.
Thank you, right? We should all thank everything, but thank you for having me here. And Facebook, it's my name, Jessecifuni. Same as my Gmail, it's my name at Gmail. So,
I'll attach. Thanks.
Right? Find me, do that stuff. Find something to be grateful for today. That's it. Peace.
Well, thank you for tuning in for our latest episode with She Lives Inspired. I will be posting all of the contact info for Jesse, and I want to thank him for being here and for being an inspiration in my life and being an inspiration in the lives of so many others.
Gesture. There's like a little delay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I can't do that while you're
Please
talking.
stop shaking.
Is real life?
Yes.
Is real life?
It's
is
still
really
going.
happening?
Yeah. Sit up straight. Okay, I was gonna say if you wanted to add something. No, we could. I want to re-ask that question, and you could say like.
You should put like a gag rail. It's like no.
She's laughing. Oh God,
Another
we're
time.
not done. Gotta bring it back. Are you centered?
Do you edit this at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Be proportional. Expectations are inversely proportional to
Are you good?
Jesse.
Okay, we're not. I didn't start yet. I'm gonna laugh. I can't even start. Okay. Pretend that I'm famous, and then I do this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm pretending. Okay. And I'm going. Are you ready? Before.
Yeah, that's my take.
Okay. Just take one deep breath.
Nice deep breath.
Wait, okay.
Yo, we gotta do like a crazy ending. Can we like
Okay.
scream or go be like? Brah!
Okay. You
Can
can
you
do
do
that.
that?
Oh
Can you do
God.
that?
But the streets get cold, and I've been thinking, how can I get away? It got me thinking about a perfect day.